Right now, we welcome in our ESPN NBA insider, Woj, with more on the relationship between the coach, the owner, Jimmy. Look, he's with the team tonight. I guess if you're an optimist, you think that all signs are pointing to the positive. Where do things stand?
Well, Tom Thibodeau just wanted to get him to opening night on the floor, and he's got that now. There were two instances in recent weeks where Minnesota and Miami were on the brink of a deal, and those talks fell apart. There's still a belief that the teams who've been at the table with Minnesota and Jimmy Butler will come back around. Now, that could be well before that February trade deadline, but if this team's winning and this group, there was dysfunction in this group last year. They were the 3 seed till Jimmy Butler got hurt. But Miami, the Clippers, maybe even the Sixers, the Nets were on the periphery of this at the beginning, that at some point that asking price will have to come down, teams believe, that when Minnesota gets really serious about moving them, and those teams, and maybe along with the Rockets, will get back at the table. But Tibbs wants to play with this group now.
I was going to say, so are they actively pursuing the trade, or are they waiting for someone to come to them and hopefully get as many games with this guy as they possibly can?
Minnesota has not been proactive. With the deals they've asked for teams were deals that were just hang up the phone, we can't even talk more about it. Miami was aggressive with them. Houston was aggressive. The two teams who cannot sign Jimmy Butler in free agency this summer, they don't have the salary cap space to do that, where the Clippers do, the Knicks, Brooklyn all have the space to be able to sign him without trading for him now.
I know you're sticking around, so don't try to walk away too far. Guys, what do you think? They got to lower the price. Is that going to happen?
Not right now. Not right
there you go.
I mean, not right. It's the beginning of the season. They got an opportunity to finally get him on the court. You know, that's a win-win for Minnesota, because 2 or 3 weeks ago, you just thought there was no way that Jimmy Butler would play another game for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So he got everybody in the same room. Now, if things go well early in the season and they start playing well, they can mend the fences and have a great season and things will blow over. But if things don't, then I can see the price. I can see the price going down. Say they win, they get up and they're playing for a home court advantage near All-Star break. Everybody's happy when they win. Trust me.
Well, you heard Woj. Tibbs just wanted to have him in uniform on opening night, and he got that. So is it a win for the coach?
I mean, that's fine for Tibbs to say that, but the only win for Tibbs in this is if he signs a long-term contract. Anything other than that, you're about to lose your best player. It's dysfunction in the locker room.
Is he their best player, though?
I think he is.
I think Karl-Anthony Towns is their best player. He's a great piece.
Who's a
Karl-Anthony
great
Towns
piece?
is their
Butler?
Come on,
so
man.
He's the piece, and Karl-Anthony Towns is the feature guy?
He's the feature guy. Absolutely. If they're going to go anywhere in this
I disagree,
season,
but that's fair.
Anywhere in the playoffs. If you watch them in the playoffs, they couldn't beat Houston.
They were the number 3 seed win last year?
No, they weren't the number 1.
For Jimmy Butler.
They were the number 3 seed
if
until
they're going to go
hurt?
anywhere, Chauncey, he has to go through Karl-Anthony Towns.
No,
he struggled in the playoffs.
No, sir.
When he struggled, they have no shot.
I love Big Cat, but he could barely even play in that Houston series.
He struggled. It was his first series. He was wide-eyed.
I think Big Cat is going to play that value back that GMs had him as the player that all of them would pick to build their franchise on with 2 years ago. But nobody picked him this year. But this
because you got all these other young great players.
I know,
Kumpo,
but he's still a young great player too, to
yes,
your point. The other thing I want to make sure I acknowledge is that they need each other. Jimmy needs to be in uniform so he can help his value to get paid at the end of the year. Remember,
he's what it's about, right?
He's going to get paid by somebody.
Sure he
if
is.
not
Correct.
the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Whether
he had to play it or not, he's getting paid.
Okay, wait, can I ask one thing about that? Okay, so he's going to get paid, but part of the whole thing he did with Rachel, he talked so much about winning, that winning's the most important thing. So let's say he does get paid, but it's with a team that has zero chance of ever seeing a playoff run at all.
I'm not so sure winning was a priority.
Okay, but that's what he said.
I know he said that, but when you look at the teams that they look at Miami, is Miami going to be a contender if he goes there? Okay, let's say there's some of the Clippers. Are the Clippers ready to be a contender if they just add Jimmy Butler?
Now,
the Knicks. It's about that money. It's about, getting that fair deal on top of having a shot to probably win, but he knows wherever he goes in free agent, it's not going to be to a contender because they don't have the money for him.
Well, the teams he acknowledged are all teams that could sign him outright.
Right.
The Clippers, Nets,
exactly.
the Knicks.
And those aren't teams that I see as contenders.
Well, they also, you just think about it. The Clippers and even Brooklyn, I think, are 2 teams that can sign 2 max guys.
Correct.
So it's not just about Jimmy. There's other guys there that you bring another big-time player in, Now you're talking about having an opportunity to,
You have an
to make a little
opportunity,
noise.
absolutely.